Hi, everyone. My name is Princess. I came here really nervous, but everyone's so nice, so it's kind of hard to be really nervous around nice people. I'm a 17-year-old Muslim girl who was born and raised in Baltimore. My father, who raised me basically my whole life, and I practiced the religion of Islam. Now, as a teenager, religion wouldn't be the first thing that I would put before everything. Religion is a precious gift that a parent or two parents carry down onto their children. It's something that they expect for them or hope for them to carry on for the rest of their lives, or for majority of their lives at least. My first year of high school was literally the most terrifying time of my life. I was going to a new place and I wasn't being sheltered as much. I had to make new friends, but I knew that I would become a different person and I would change and I would stray away from everything or some things that I thought. This is important to me because I grew up in a household where yelling at your kids or fussing with them was acceptable or okay if they did something wrong or if they didn't follow the rules or disobey. And I kind of didn't want to be treated like that, so this is important. My second year of high school, it got fun. I had friends, I joined clubs, I got hobbies, and I just kind of discovered myself a little bit more. Not fully, but a little bit more. And this was scary for my dad because he was scared that I would get into trouble or do things that, he didn't want me to do. This is a list of things that my father told me a lot, constantly. These have been embedded in my brain, and as a young child, that can kind of be damaging and hurt them and make them feel like, your parents don't love you. These are things that I thought at a young age. These are things that I wanted to say, but I didn't because I had to be that perfect, obedient child. And no child should ever have to think or even want to say these things to their parents. My third year of high school, which was last year, I did something really dumb. I went to a friend's house after school without telling my father, and when I got home, obviously I was in trouble. He yelled, of course, and I started to wonder whether or not I did that because I was mad at him and wanted to disobey him. But then I realized that I did it not because I wanted to disobey him, but I wanted to challenge him. I wanted him to know that I had to take part of my life and be my own person. I wanted to dare him and challenge the world and make him realize that I'm not a replica of him. I have your DNA, but I have to grow as a person and do what I love, and you have to respect that. Now, while watching one of my shows that I obsessively watch, probably too much, Grey's Anatomy, I discovered that not only learning lots of medical things, I learned a lot about life. I learned that sometimes what you say is more important than the person that's hearing because you're getting your voice out and at least you're attempting to get a point across. Now, I live with a very amazing family who I've grown up, and they're basically my family. Like, they're my brothers and my sisters and my parents. They really are. And the change was at first hard until I realized that I needed something new in my life. This is something I want for my kids. I want them to know that I love them unconditionally, and I want them to know that they can do the same to someone else. But in order for a child to even know how to do something, they need an example, and parents are where they start. I've learned that being a parent is probably the most hardest thing ever. It's harder than being a kid. I mean, we're the ones following the rules, but you guys make them. And then when we don't follow them or disobey, you guys are like solely hurt, I never understood how much the term "I'm doing this because I love you" means. Now, when I'm getting in trouble or if I've done something I haven't done, after whatever's being said has been said, they always say, "I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I care." Being a good parent does not require being perfect. There are 4 things that I solely believe that you need. You need to trust your kids, you need to forgive them, you need to accept them, and you need to love them. Forgiveness goes a long way. And I say that because your child needs to know that when you come for them to help or they do something dumb, that you're going to eventually get past that and forgive them. And that shows how much you love them and care about them. Trust is important because that's a bond between two people, any relationship. It doesn't matter if it's son, daughter, mom, dad, friends. You need that because it shows that you can go to them and confide in them and that they're generally there and care about you. Love is important because we are human. And I generally believe that if you do not love anyone and if you are not loved, you will die young. And last is acceptance. And I think acceptance is the most important because you bring a child in the world or you get a child and that's signing your contract saying that you love them and saying that no matter what they do, they will be your child and you will love them unconditionally. And I think that this is the most important thing in the world. Thank you so much.